This is from the Bleacher Report. Draft sleepers who could become household names as rookies. They're going to start with Karan Emagia, and it's an offensive tackle from Yale. If he didn't suffer a quad injury that ended his 2023 season, we'd potentially be talking about a surefire top 45 pick. Massive man, 6'5", 325, touts length. Arms are 36 and an eighth. Athleticism, technique to project as a day one starter on Sunday. Malik Washington, wide receiver, second team All-American, his lone year at Virginia. Foot quickness, elite hands, present a high floor as a projected depth wideout on Sundays. Route tree showcased heavy dose of timing and out routes. Landed an NFL attack allows receivers to attack different depths. Ultimately, heighten his performance ceiling. He's only 5'8". He is solid, but he's like 5'8". Roger Rosengarter, offensive tackle, Washington, although lacks elite athletic profile, lack of technicality at the position could present a path to snaps at guard, nasty demeanor in the run game, ability to win, right tackle, failed to allow a sack in his college career, 1,200 pass snaps. Scott, we were talking about this. Washington's 5'8". I think he's about 195, something like that, so he's bigger. I don't see them drafting a 5'8" wide receiver. And I know that they need to get younger on the line. I think they need to get younger on the interior. So if you're drafting Rosengarten and thinking of him as a guard, that's probably more so. They drafted Dwan Jones. They have one of their starting tackles who's coming into his second year.
Yeah, there's a couple things there, Dave. I'm with you about tackle. If they drafted a guy, the Yale kid, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, if they drafted him at 54, that's a signal that they're done with Jed Wills, or they plan on being done with Jed Wills after 2024. And I just have never gotten that. I've just never gotten that sentiment from anybody within the organization. You know, they'll admit there's ups and downs. They think he's on the right trajectory. They've invested heavily in him so far. Now maybe they've changed, right? Maybe they've decided, hey, that's a spot where we can save money. We'll go young. We'll get rid of Wills and not pay him big money that you'd have to at left tackle. But I just haven't gotten that indication yet. So that a tackle pick would surprise me, and I think it might signal something. I think they do need to get younger in the interior of the line, offensive line. I wouldn't do that until later in the draft, day 3. And then the Washington, you know, it's interesting. I've seen that name, and it was like popping in my head. He played at Northwestern for 4 years, like that graphic showed. He was good at Northwestern. You're right. Not the biggest guy, is a playmaker, can produce. But, you know, when you're drafting a guy that size, you got to be careful how high you take him.